There we go. We're live.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Rick. I'm also known as Ricks2Cents. Welcome to Shop Talk Live with our live questions and answers with Steve from Steve Makes Everything
Hi, y'all.
and Roger from Roger's Shop.
So Roger's from Mexico this year. This
Now,
week.
do a little different this time, not from the shop. I'm in Playa del Carmen, Mexico.
So early on, we had mentioned that it was kind of our anniversary, or 6 months. You said, Steve, right? 6 months.
Yeah.
But
Well, 26 weeks, right?
26 weeks. So early on, when one of our first lives, Roger was actually in Mexico, and he had mentioned that having a side hustle gives you extra cash to be able to splurge on these type of events and going on vacations. So speaks for itself. Here he is again, right?
Yeah, I'm spending a little of it right now.
So where are you at? Do you mind sharing?
Playa del Carmen, Mexico, at in a condominium, in a place called Zamana, and
So
we are right on the ocean,
any special plans?
hanging out at the beach and hanging out in the pool, and they've got a swim-up bar. I don't know if I can show that here or not. I'm trying to tilt this up, but here's the. Yeah, there's a swim-up bar out there. I spend a lot of time there.
Did you do the whole all-inclusive route, or you doing?
No, we don't do the all-inclusive. It's pay as you go. But problem with the all-inclusives is, especially down in Mexico, is they water everything down, and you have schedules they have to follow. And we don't like that.
I hear you.
Isn't it kind of counterproductive to go to Mexico in July?
Actually, it's cooler here than it is back home, or at least it was when we came down.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I've always wanted the summer months too. I've been wanting to go for Christmas, but I haven't done that yet. But that's on a bucket list. I wouldn't mind spending Christmas in Mexico.
We spent quite a bit of time down here in the winter. This is the first time we've come down in the summer. But when we left, the heat index at home was like 110, and down here it's like 90. Now I've been drinking Superior, not Modelo, because you can't get Superior at home.
Good evening from Nevada. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us. We have our 20s. You said this was 26, right?
This one is 27.
27. So on our 30th live, guys, we're doing a live giveaway for our laser. So make sure that if you're not already, that you have subscribed to each one of our channels, that you've liked at least one of our YouTube videos and commented on at least one of our videos and shared at least one of our videos. That's the eligibility to win. And I would hate to actually have someone win and you didn't do it, because I'm going to verify this. So
and the prize is you being laser handyman for a day or something.
No, I will put some. I will put some stipulations on it though, because we have a global audience. That I will pay for anything in the United States. If you choose to enter and you are outside the United States, if you're willing to pay for the shipping yourself, you can enter. But I don't know. Who knows where someone could be? Australia, that could be. I don't know. I have no idea. But like I said, if you're willing to foot the bill for the shipping itself outside the United States, you can enter. If not, if you are within the U.S. or continental states, I should say, I'll foot the bill for the shipping. I think that's fair.
That's what I did with my giveaway.
Yeah.
Speaking of shipping, I'm still struggling with this this comm marker B6. So they finally said, okay, there's something wrong with this laser. Send it back to us. Get a quote. So it's a 55-pound laser, right?
Oh man.
So I got a quote from UPS. It was going to be about almost $1,100 US to ship it. And she said, well, that's crazy. I said, yeah, of course it's crazy. It'd be better to put the thing in landfill and send me another one.
So
I don't know what they're going to do, but I've had the thing for 2 months and it hasn't lit up yet. So, but it is a very, very prototypey laser.
Monport did that to me. They said, hey, we'll send you a new one, because I basically had a dud. It worked and then had problems, and then it was just they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. The Montport K40. They said, "We'll send you a new one." They sent me a new one like instantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, well, are you sending me like an RMA, like a prepaid postage, ship it back?" Well, the same thing. And when when they found out the cost, they're like, "Keep it as spare parts." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Well, I mean, the B6 is probably close to $6,000, right? So it's like they don't care about the laser. What they care about is the JPT module that they use inside, right? So that alone is like 40% of the cost of the laser. So, well, at least 40, probably 50.
Hawaii, is it considered? Is that actually considered? I think that's over. I know
No,
Puerto
that's
Rico and
not.
Hawaii are technically.
They're not. Hawaii is. We ship there, but it's not in what they call the continental United States. Alaska
So,
and Hawaii and Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, that's all offshore, and it could be a little pricey.
so Clayton, you are more than welcome to enter, but you'd have to foot the bill for the shipping. So $3.99, pay shipping, might be worth it.
There you go.
Yeah, you can definitely enter in Australia. Like I said, as long as you're willing to pay the shipping, not a problem at all. And here's the thing too, is that when we do the live, we're gonna do like we did, where you have to do the hashtag Shop Talk Live, and I'm gonna take off the restriction. So you can, as many times as you type it, that's as many entries as you have. So if you type it 100 times, you get 100 entries. So flood the comments.
Oh no, someone's going to write a bot to do this.
Yeah, just set up a macro. That'd be pretty easy.
So you'll boost our algorithm a little bit, just being transparent. But yeah. There you go. So we had some fun with someone from the audience actually joining our live. So what do you guys think about doing that this week if someone's willing to?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Okay, so hey guys, so if you would like to join our live, you have to comment in the comments, and I'll let you know once I start it, but I'm just going to post it, and then I'm going to share it so that there's no confusion on what you're supposed to put. Hashtag Shop Talk Live, all lowercase. And then and every time you enter it, it'll put you in an entry to actually enter. So let me start that. And I'll go ahead and share my screen so you can see that I'm legitly starting this. Looks like we got 2 entries already. So I will go ahead and just kind of let that run in the background as we continue the live. We'll maybe give it 30 minutes. What do you think, guys? That's fair?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so 7 o'clock, we will stop the drawing. And then if you guys would like to join the live, you get selected who can join the live. Now, I think everything's fair game, right? So in our audience, we have a lot of people who are noobs, and we have people who are, I would say, just as skillful as us. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of upcoming YouTubers. So if you want advice on, anything that we are aware of will help you, or if you even want advice on your channel or something, it's fair game. Let us know. So I see a lot of Shop Talk Lives. Here they come. Very cool, guys. Very cool. So if anybody has any questions, let us know. Put in the comments below.
This one is only 1 entry per person, right?
No.
Oh, you don't have duplicates turned off?
No, I don't have duplicates turned off. So if you guys put it in 100 times, you get 100 entries. So feel free to spam the hell out of the comments.
and 1 hash character, Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton, no, Clayton, just like it shows it right now, just £1 or 1 hashtag. If you do the double, it doesn't count. It won't count you.
While we're waiting for that, what'd you do this week? Oh, well, here we go. Let's find out what Too Old to Do This did this week first.
This week I learned that while XCS works with an iPad, a lot of functions aren't the same as on a computer.
Yeah, well, they have to prune it down. It's mostly a screen real estate thing. So there's a few things that you can't do on the app. But one of the things you can do is look at status. So
So was there any roadblocks that you found, or this is exactly how you guys have to post it, by the way.
So the mobile, like especially with a phone, because you can run it on your phone too. It's I would say it's mostly for status when you're running it on a mobile device. There's some things you can do, but I wouldn't want to like create a design on an iPad.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you have an iPad, like an Apple Pencil or something. But
the one thing that I thought was pretty cool with the Apple Pencil is that it has the ability that when you press on it, how hard you press on it to actually like depth. I think that's pretty cool.
That's great if you're a sketch artist. Not so important if you're designing things with rectangles and circles.
Yeah, my daughter is really good with what the hell's the name of the app? I want to say creative something or creative tool or
creator. There's something
creative something.
There's one that everybody uses who actually has artistic ability.
It's the one that everyone uses.
I have trouble to draw a straight line even with a ruler, so I don't.
I struggle to draw sick people.
Yeah,
sick people.
Yeah.
Anyway, what'd you guys do? Well, I guess you were traveling this week, right, Rick?
Yeah, this week.
Roger, rather not.
Yeah, I've definitely been just hanging out at the pool and hanging out at the beach and doing some cervezas.
When did you get down there?
Last Saturday.
Oh, you've been there for a while.
Yeah, I head home this coming Saturday, but we wanted the summertime break, and we're getting it.
With the S1 conveyor, it does not show up in order to change from base plates.
S1 conveyor. Oh, with the riser.
Yeah, definitely, like I said, we all said kind of once you go to the mobile app or the mobile route, you can definitely see there's probably going to be some limitations. Clayton is blowing it up, guys, blowing it up. You guys want to be on the live, you're going to have to be competing with Clayton. I did turn off the feature where it's only one entry. So for every time you put the hashtag in there, it actually will enter you. So this too old, you can't have the space between the words. It has to be all next to each other.
I would, well, I guess I could suggest it, but take that word, copy it, and use Control V a million times.
Yeah, just hit Control V, Control V, Control V. There you go. So you don't have to keep one of these.
Yeah. So did you do anything in your shop this week, Rick?
I was actually just doing. I spent the weekend downtown Chicago at a hotel.
So not with lasers, I assume.
No, I spent the weekend, but I did get to use the new Ray-Ban glasses.
Oh yeah,
quite a bit. I went live on. I haven't gone live on YouTube yet, but I did go live on Facebook. It was pretty good. I was actually pretty surprised on the quality of the camera.
Is it HD? It's not 4K, right?
I'd be lying if I tell you I knew off the top of my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's HD.
But my whole thing is that the initial like auto focusing, there was a little bit of a lag, especially in a darker environment. Like I was in the outside, it's kind of like on the fly. It's a lot better. But when I was inside the hotel room, it was look grainy.
That's probably, that's not uncommon. It's probably a fixed aperture camera, right? So
yeah,
things will be a little slower.
But yeah, it was not too bad. Man, Clayton is blowing it up.
He's increasing the odds. Everybody get in there quick.
Get in there. Copy paste.
Well, I had planned this week to start a project that I was going to put in a video, and I had just literally set things up, and one of my best customers came along with a handful of hardwood and a fistful of money and said, I need some stuff now. So
nice.
Yesterday was a bit of a distraction for me.
So this weekend I want to buy all my cedar fence pickets and start those Halloween lanterns.
Oh yeah.
So my goal is going to be to sell 150. So we'll see if I can do it. So that'll be, let's see, what is that? How much is that? $5,250. So not bad.
Sales or of supplies?
No sales.
Yeah.
They're like what, $2 a piece?
Right now at Menards, or at least we just bought 200 of them a couple weeks or about 3 weeks ago. I think they were on sale then for $216.
Yeah, there you go. So I charge $35 a piece, and it's like $1 something in wood because you make two with one.
Yeah.
So then you got paint and some other stuff. You know, you got sandpaper and laser time. But let's just say you're all in $5. You're making $30 a pop. That's not bad.
How long does it take to make one end to end?
I don't quite know because I do like assembly line production, right?
Oh,
like
well. Yeah, but you'd still know if you put 8 hours in and you made 20 of them. Or
oh
30
yeah, I guess. But the first time was always longer, right? Because you're making the jigs and
Yeah.
you're figuring out which ones look nice, and you. So I think this year I'll like really be able to crank them out. Yeah, I seen that video on the lantern. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually really liked it. So I painted the inside white first, and then I painted yellow on top of it. So when I got the little cheapy Amazon, watch battery candle,
Yeah,
it was actually like really bright because it was,
Yeah, I made a few of those. They were just like, it's like a box, but it looks kind of like a jack-o'-lantern.
Mhm.
I've made a bunch of those, and they just use tea lights too, and they take no time to make. Like literally none, right?
Yeah.
If you're gluing them together with CA, you can have one built in 15 minutes end to end.
Yeah. I just took a bunch of them and just kind of started assembling them. But
It's hard to believe we're thinking about Halloween stuff already.
Well, it's already in Home Depot, Menards. They're already
I know,
full of
it's
everything
just-
of Halloween.
It's brutal that we're already at the end of July.
Yeah. Hello. Fat Luck Creations. Oh man, I think I got some of that too.
Mine wasn't luck.
I call it table muscle.
Yeah, I would say you're supposed to call it table muscle.
I've practiced a lot. Yeah.
So where are you joining us from? Fat Luck Creations. Nice one. I was yesterday there was a live that Jay don't play the
Florida.
Jay don't play the oh, she's from Florida. The Magnifisher. I was on her lives, and guess who was on her live? Daniel. Daniel subscribed. So if any of our viewers, I actually saw decent amount of our viewers on her live, so it's kind of funny.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Spread the wealth.
Yeah. Spread the mustard a little bit. We got enough.
Yeah.
So have you guys been seeing the shorts I've been creating of our lives pop up in your feed by any chance?
No.
I haven't really been, other than tonight, I'm mostly disconnected down here. I don't want to look. I don't even want to do email. Other than tonight, I'm disconnected.
Nice one. So I've been creating using AI. It creates a short, and I pick the highest points of the video, which it says is the highest, and created a short out of it. Well, it's pretty cool. The videos are kind of long, and I think that we get a lot more views on the lives than we get on maybe the repeats because we don't timestamp the video. So I mean, it's a live, right?
Yeah.
So the short kind of gets someone interested, and then they watch the live.
Oh, good idea.
What AI tool are you using? I've looked at a couple, and the ones I've looked at are just terrible for doing that sort of thing.
What is it? I think it's called Opus.
Oh, okay. That's one of the ones I looked at.
Yeah.
didn't really like it.
Yeah, it's called. Let me see. Hold on.
Opus AI, opus.ai.
Here, this is where is it at? Here you go.
Yeah. What not to do is important too. Oh, opus.pro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah. If you guys want to use the affiliate link, I appreciate it. Give me a couple cents. It's not a lot, but everything counts. But the big thing I like about it is it actually creates 35 videos from the video. And then in the video, it'll tell you like which ones, gives you a score. And then it also automatically creates the text that pop up on the bottom.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of cool. Oh, Jack's in the building. Oh, what is this? Oh, fat finger. It's Shop Talk Live. You got the D instead of the S. You got to follow Clayton over there. Just copy and paste Clayton's comment.
Clayton's reducing the odds from like 400 to 1 down to about 1 to 1.
To this, do you find lots not to do? On what?
Usually you find them by accident.
Yeah, on a WeCreate. Yeah, well, on any laser, really. Yeah, quite often it's an accidental discovery. Like somebody asked me about some material, and I forget what it was, but basically this stuff was made of like petroleum, and I mean one laser hit on this stuff, it was going to catch fire. I said, "Yeah, don't do that."
Very cool.
So I mentioned last week we were talking about some CNC stuff, so I brought this in to show people. So this is
that's very nice.
It's not really anything. It's just a thought experiment, but this was, I can't really zoom in there too much, but it gives you an idea of how tight this stuff fits together. There's no glue in this thing.
Nice.
And I basically had to mallet it in there. So
nice.
That's the kind of thing you can do with a CNC that you can't do with like regular power tools, right? Well, I mean, even if you had a coping saw, you'd never get it as tight as that.
I started a little bit of an argument last week on that, right?
Yeah, you lit a flame there, man.
It was crazy because it was like right at the end of the live, and like it almost didn't want to go. Like it was, we could have probably kept it going another hour if we would have reeled to start that argument.
I think you're gonna win, Clayton. We gotta. Nice. Hopefully, we don't miss any comments because of this.
Yeah. Here you go. We got a comment. It says, "Whoops.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Okay.
You're gonna grab it or
I'm clicking.
Okay. I just learned about a CNC on a home renovation show. Are they all hung? I'm hung. I don't know about you.
Hug. You can hug if you want. Are they? It's the tool I actually use the most, honestly.
Yeah, and they can get very large. Very large.
Yeah, mine is 32 by 48 inches. I couldn't fit a 48 by 48 in my shop at that particular point. That's why I have that one. But the bigger the better if you've got budget, honestly. At the low end, though, SainSmart has just announced the 3018 Prover version of their small CNC. They asked me if I wanted to have a look at it, but I don't have time. That's the big problem right now.
Yeah.
I did reviews on their 3018 Prover when it first came out, and then the 3018 Prover version 2. And then I've also done reviews and demonstrations with the Reno 4040 from SainSmart. They're good units.
Yeah, I like Saint Smart's CNCs.
Nice. I
I'm
still
trying
want
to-
that Wazer, the water jet. You're watching
Yeah,
Wazer. What's up?
here they are. Oh, there's the 4040 Pro Max. That one is.
What's the price on that?
I don't
Bad
know.
Luck Creations is asking.
On the, well, I guess you could just go look at their
Oh.
website.
If you're looking there, you got a sneak peek of my wife as she walked by.
You're gonna start getting tips now, Roger.
No, I am.
You're gonna start getting the $5 tips flowing
Yeah.
in.
And she just gave me a little bit of a dirty look too as she went in the door.
Well, at least you didn't have like the Osmo 3 with the auto tracking as it follows her around.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, there it is.
HVAC?
3018 Prover V2. I guess that's not a new CNC though, is it?
That's
4
been out
minutes
for a
left.
few years.
The V2?
Yeah, I think I did my review on it maybe 2 years ago.
Huh. Because I haven't seen this one before. Like I've seen the 3018, but
Yeah, I was promised a UV laser when I did this 30 watt on this side.
Mhm.
And they got a little demanding and wanted a whole lot. And I'm like, literally, I took their company from when you type their name in Google that it didn't come up at all. Or maybe it was on the who knows what page to on the first page, right under two pretty big name guys, and I said, hey, that doesn't say anything. I don't know what to say. Like, the two top for me, click video to me, like, come on, by just typing their name in. So we'll see. But I think we all, you have to know your worth, right? These guys are willing to spend $100,000 on an ad campaign and they give you an $8,000 laser and want you to do $100,000 in work. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. you know?
yeah, somebody offered me some a cash payment for video to do a video, and I was like, I don't really do that sort of thing, because as soon as you pay me, you want your opinion heard, right?
Right.
And
Mhm.
that's not my shtick.
Yeah, well, Eon, I finally gonna come to terms. I'll say it. Eon Laser, I turned that gig down
Yeah.
just because I'm not saying they got bad lasers, not bad mouthing them. I just didn't want to have I didn't want to be binded by a contract,
Yeah, it's too much of a lock-in, and then you're forced to say things that you may or may not believe, right? So
right. So Ian, if you're watching, my bad. They do all these lives and they invite me to these lives. And I'm like, I don't know if you want to invite me to a live.
yeah. I mean, I'd be happy to be a brand ambassador for anybody as long as I believe their product, right?
Well, it wasn't that I wouldn't mind being a brand ambassador. It was the fact that you wanted exclusive and not like 30 days. It was years.
Yeah.
It was years, and they and the funny thing also is that they weren't really afraid of I said, well, hey, I already have deals with OMG Laser and JTP, like I already got two. They're in every single one of my lives. I'd like to continue to grow with them. And they're like, oh, we don't care. We don't care. They're only really concerned about stateside business. And I was like, really? And what's funny is in Clack the other day was like, every time I mention him, he's like, what? In the comments. Like,
He stops doing his evening work and comes to the computer.
Clack was like, because remember I challenged him on the challenge coin?
Yeah.
So Clack was putting the fire Mopa laser, and I was like, oh, that's this laser. He's like, no, it's this brand. I'm like, nah, bro. Look, even
Yeah.
they didn't even change the sticker, like this sticker here, the sticker that's the how you measure it to make sure it's in focus. Like not one damn thing that they changed. They just took off like the bottom one that says the brand. I'm like, dude, it's a total rebrand.
Yeah. Well, that looks an awful lot like the B6 the
Yeah.
Commarker B6.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a rebrand. So this is directly from China.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
in
and
the
they're-
process of changing the front panel board that they sent me, yeah, I mean, I've got the thing open, right? And you can see the big red box in there. It's a JPT MOPA module, right? So
Yep.
they
So
all use the same one.
we hit 7 p.m. So I will go ahead and present my screen.
And pick Clayton's name by the looks of things.
So it says it's got 7 different people, but they're obviously going to have different entries. Share. Let me go ahead and draw.
Well, one of them is you, so you can't come.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like 2 of them are you.
What the hell? Let's try again. Oh, let's do this again. Are you kidding
Would
me?
you stack the deck or what there?
Wow. How many times did you enter?
I only did it when I said what to put. I didn't even think about
Easy DIY. Oh man, Clayton, I was rooting for you, man.
easy DIY. Let me, easy DIY. Are you still in the building? Let us know. Let us know. Before I didn't close it out this time, so we can do the
The respin and pick your
Yes.
name again.
I didn't even think about it when I was typing it in what to say. Easy DIY. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's been a stressful week, man, for me this week at work. It's like one of those kind of weeks. Yeah.
I have
man.
had
So
exactly the opposite.
the week of the 5th, I have to well, you guys all know what I do. I just can't say the name of the company, but they are actually the same company from the Midwest to the East Coast. So I have to go on the week of the 5th. I have to go out east. I'll be out there that week. So I will miss our live week of the 5th. But it's a mandatory all employee meeting. So see what they have to say. Sorry, Clayton.
Yeah, the crowd's getting antsy here.
Okay, re-roll. All right, here we
Re-roll.
go. Let me re-roll. Let me present the screen.
Not sure what happened to Easy DIY.
And let's redraw.
See if Rick wins again. He does.
There we go. Do it again.
Can you delete yourself? Hey, there he is.
I think we all knew that might happen. There was a good chance of that one, right?
I'm just shocked that he entered 1,000,000 times and you entered once and it drew your name 3 times.
I think I shared it a couple times, but I was only doing it just because people were messing it up. All right, do me a favor. Hold on 1 second. Let me share my email address. Send me an email really quick so that I can send you a link to StreamYard, and then you can join. So there was a confusion before. Someone's like, "You didn't email me." I'm like, "I'm not psychic. I don't know your email address." You have to email me.
I think you got to turn off the multiple entries because poor old Clayton's got to have a repetitive strain injury now.
I don't know how the hell I won against him.
Twice.
Maybe you need to go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. I play twice a week. You know, my wife says it's a waste of money. I say it's the cheapest therapy you ever have in your life, you know. For $2, you're talking about, hey, if I won this and that, you're in a good mood. You lose and do it all over again.
Yeah, I buy a ticket once in a while, but I've always said, you know, lotteries are a tax on people who can't do math.
The only thing is, I wish the lotteries were like Canada.
Yeah,
Like,
tax free.
Yes, you pay the
Yeah.
tax when you buy the ticket. That's how it should be here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
you can win $70 million here and not pay a dime of tax on it.
right? Because you paid the tax, you paid the sales tax, and you purchased it.
I don't even know if there's sales tax on it when you purchase it.
I thought it was built into the price.
Well, it might be.
No email yet. Make sure you email me so that I can send you an invite. So, guys, I got invited, and you know, who knows? We get 50,000 emails, and half of them are scammers. But I got invited to be on a reality TV show in New York. So we will see if there's any truth to that.
Big Brother?
No, it's actually like 4 of these big names. That's why I'm so skeptical, because they're so big names. These guys who take businesses and they teach you how to be successful in any type of business, and you know, they guarantee you, you know, millions of dollars. You're going to be able to be rich the rest of your life. You know, one of those kind of deals.
Yeah, go through that and then get on Shark Tank.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's
more
exactly
likely
right.
we'll hear about some Latino guy found naked in a back alley somewhere.
Missing a kidney. Missing a kidney. Oh shit, that's Rick. I have to walk in with the Ray-Bans. I'm live. You cannot cut my organs out.
All right, where's that Clayton guy? Did he send you an email?
Come on, Clayton, send me an email, brother. Let me check my spam just in case. Nothing in the spam. Nothing in the spam. A lot of Tezer emails, but
I've gotten a few of those lately too.
yeah, a lot of Tezer emails. Clayton, I just want to make sure again. This is the email you have to send it to. Rick.Ramirez@Ricks2Cents.com. Let's send it so we can join you on the live. If you need a few minutes to get ready, that's fine, but at least send them right away so we can get you the info. All right. So anybody have any questions?
I've been getting spammed a lot by Temu lately again.
Yeah.
I think that's almost a daily thing, is stuff from
Well,
Temu.
they go in waves.
Yeah.
They get persistent for a while, and then they'll go dark, and then they'll come back.
And
Banggood's real good at it too.
They somehow found my WhatsApp phone number.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so they even send me that. Like, Beer Brat grandson arrived.
I don't know what's going on with WhatsApp for me, because it wants to, like when you're creating an account, because it lost my account somehow because I don't use it very often.
Right.
And when you create a new account, it wants to send you a text message, an SMS message, and it fails. It just never does it for me. So I can't actually re-register. So
I ordered
don't know what's
Titan
happening.
dioxide to use on white tile. Roger's your man. Have any of you done this or made a video?
I haven't made a video of doing it that way, but I have done that a lot. Just use alcohol, mix with it. Don't use a good tequila. Just use alcohol.
Don't use tequila. It'll just make the tile grumpy.
I have a trick.
I've done a video on it.
I have a trick for alcohol really quick. Like if you want a high alcohol content like 99.8 or 99.9, that's like a medical grade alcohol. It's either super expensive or hard to find. But if you do that same search on Amazon, but search for fiber optics, because fiber optic connections have to be cleaned with a very high content of alcohol, so it doesn't leave any residue behind. It dries instantly. It's medical grade, but it's not made for the medical industry. So you're just using it to clean tile. So you pay $20 instead of $100.
Clayton claims to have sent it. back in my early days of my career, I worked in a laser company doing chemical lasers, chemical dye lasers, and one of the solvents we used was ethanol. 99.99%. Well, we kept that stuff locked up pretty tight.
Oh yeah.
I got your email, so give me a second here, and I will be sending you the link. And it's sent. I replied to you. You should get it.
Oh, I can. Yeah. Let me dig through my backlog and try and find it. Probably about a year ago.
Where did she say she was joining us from? Florida. How's the weather in Florida today?
Same as every other day, hot.
You know, it's funny that when the company I work for, they went basically remote. So many people moved out of state. So many people moved out of state. And then when they called it back, so many people kind of fessed up like, bro, I don't live in Illinois anymore. So there you go. You know what's the cool thing now is what iPhones is if you screenshot that to save this video, if you click on that, it'll actually bring you to it. It creates an automatic hyperlink from the picture. So if you guys want to see that video and you don't want to lose track of this and you're watching this on your phone by chance or even your computer, just screenshot it. Just we'll leave it up there for a second. It says not tight enough, Steve. The newbies, the nephews got it.
Newfies
got it.
Not tight enough.
Lots of thunderstorms, man. Thank you. She said thank you, Steve. She's got it. Very cool.
Yeah, yeah, it'll give you some ideas. But yeah, basically it's you mix some
Clayton's in the building.
Device not connected.
So
you mix some alcohol and titanium dioxide.
Clayton,
together.
you are on the live, but you need to turn your webcam on. You might have one of those slides that turned it off.
No, it says not connected. Either no microphone or no camera.
Right, a lot of laptops nowadays, they have that slide, and when you do that, it automatically disables the mic and camera protection. Yeah, did you guys see all this craziness with Microsoft that happened this week?
Well, it wasn't specifically Microsoft, right? It was the CrowdStrike guys. So what Microsoft's contribution there was to convince all these big companies that their front end should all just have automatic updates. And they faithfully did that because sometimes CrowdStrike was doing 3 or 4 updates a day on stuff to close up holes. The problem is they pushed one that was the Windows death knell. And everybody took an automatic update, right? 8.5 million computers went, I'm not working anymore.
So I was on vacation. I got a text message, a phone call, like a net broadcast, an email, and I'm like, holy shit, what is going on? And it was basically telling us like not to log in if you haven't because you don't want to get the update. And then a direct link to go on. It was crazy. What we do.
Oh, okay. Finish.
What we do, we just can't have people get in, right, Roger?
Yeah.
So this stuff doesn't have to be paste. In fact, you're putting it in a spray bottle, so you want it to be, I'd say maybe at most 25% titanium dioxide so that you can get it up. The titanium dioxide doesn't dissolve. So Steve, basically you have this floating around in alcohol.
Steve, can you step back from early in the process? Because she's kind of familiar. Other people watching have no clue what you're talking about. Can you explain what you're explaining to her? Or
Oh, well, if you go watch that video,
I
sent
know,
you,
I know, I know, but then maybe people would want to watch the video because they know what you're talking about.
this is the process for engraving white tile with a diode laser. And I mean, Roger's done it a different way. You can listen to what Roger does. This was just an easy way to do it. You put a couple coats of this titanium dioxide alcohol mixture sprayed out onto a tile, and when you get a nice even coat, then you can just shove it into a laser. Now be careful because it doesn't actually stick to the tile either. It's just kind of sitting there, very carefully stacked. So if you
do not touch
tile,
the front.
yeah, if you touch the tile, it'll scrape it right off.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason you want it thin is because it will clog up a spray nozzle pretty quickly. So
I use an airless sprayer when I'm using the alcohol route, and even there, I have to use trying to think. I think I use a 0.8 nozzle on it,
yeah,
which is pretty big.
yeah. If you use a regular, like I use a regular spray bottle. Hey, there's Clayton. All right, he made it.
How's it?
Aloha.
All right, Clayton. So where are you joining us from, Clayton?
Hawaii.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice one. So I gotta ask because you said it. How is it in your area since the storm? Are things getting back to normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Did Hawaii have storms too? I mean, they got the odd hurricane, but
well, they got a big storm, and then they had a big the volcano, right? So, but
Yeah, that's Big Island. I'm on Oahu.
yeah.
Okay. So you joined us. If you don't mind me asking, from what live did you join us from? Doesn't make a difference, but I'm just curious.
I watch all you guys' lives.
Nice one. There you go. Nice one. I like that answer. Flattery will get you a long way. So do you do any particular thing? Laser engraving?
So I
3D
do
printing?
laser engraving on canvas and wood. I just started about 4 months ago now.
Okay.
So I've been following all you guys. I've been following Roger, and then I lost Roger somehow. And then I got to Steve because I seen Steve on Roger's page. And then when I watched you guys live, one of their lives, I seen you, so I started following you.
No, nice one. YouTube, for some reason, that when you subscribe to some of these channels, if you don't engage or comment, sometimes they unsubscribe. Because I've had people tell me, "Hey, I didn't get the notification for live, that's why I missed it." And then I realized I was unsubscribed. Did you boot me? I'm like, I don't think I can do that. But maybe something like that happened.
So this is some of the stuff that I've been working on lately.
Oh, badass. Nice one.
Oh, the canvas is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That is good. That is really good. Okay, a longer.
Nope,
we're all longer, guys.
You can't beat those things.
We're all longer, guys. So no, you joined the right channel to say the longer.
So yeah, I make some of these stuff.
Okay. So how are you selling this?
I make it for family.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not.
Yeah, and then I also make like earrings and stuff. And I have family and friends that buy it a lot.
So last week's live, someone was pitching us hard to say that we need to get into earrings. And, as a guy, you're like, I'm not gonna sell earrings, but they're saying like, hey, there's a market. At the end of the day, it's not what you like or you'd wear; it's what the customer's willing to buy.
Yes. So like me, I'm in Hawaii, so I make a lot of turtle earrings, dolphin earrings, flower earrings.
Cool. Do put them out to local shops or anything?
No, just word of mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just started out.
Hey man, I tell you what, that canvas looks pretty badass. And you know what? I love that you posted that. Show that again. Your material test.
Yeah.
That's on my
we say this nonstop when people are asking about settings.
Oh
like,
yeah.
run a
Yeah.
material test.
Shortcut, the keys for light
all,
burn,
all the keyboard shortcuts for Lightburn.
I like that. I like that.
longer's material test
Yeah.
sheet.
So everybody
Basic
wants the best
guidelines I go
results.
off of.
Yeah, everybody wants the best results, and you know the thing is, like we say, even if you were to share your settings, it may not always be the same because wood is, you know, the same laser, but it's not the same piece of wood, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it might give you a good starting point, but it's not always gonna be the same.
There you go. Willow Tree is heavy duty into earrings now.
So for
50
every
different designs in a week.
Since
pack of
last
material I
week's
buy,
live, look at that.
for every pack of material I buy, I do a material test.
Yep,
Nice.
that's the way.
Every plywood that I buy, I do a material test.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yep, I got a stack of those things.
Yeah.
It says there's a YouTube video where the presenter gives directions on fixing the solution. Is it water, paste, titanium dioxide, food coloring, and it's applied with a foam brush?
Yeah, there's lots of ways you can do this.
There's more than a way to skin a cat. Everyone's gonna have a
Yeah.
different, you know, and you may even take his, Steve's, Rogers, and makes a combination of it all too, and what works best for you. You know.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
all I can say is try it.
The advantage of painting it on with a brush is you don't get spray everywhere.
And
Yeah,
I would
This
also
stuff
say
gets
that,
every place.
I would also say that Roger and Steve wouldn't have gone to the extent of creating the video if it was crap. I just know them well enough. If it sucked, they wouldn't have done it. Or they made a video telling you it sucked and not to do it. They're pretty transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so man, very cool, very cool. So how long have you been watching our videos, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, just recently I've been getting onto YouTube. I have 7 kids, so
Nice.
So no
I've
You're a
time.
very
real
busy
busy.
man. Very busy man. So are you born and raised in Hawaii?
yes. Waianae, Hawaii.
So you're a true native. Nice. I watched this guy, I forget, on what's that super popular singing show that people go on to become famous?
American Idol.
Oh,
American Idol. A guy from American Idol. He sung a song on there, and he actually sung it better. It's a chubbier guy. He sung it about his father passing away. I
yeah.
forget the name of the song, but he actually
Yeah,
sang it better than the original. Yeah, that was a pretty awesome song. It hit a little home for me. The words of that song was pretty cool. Yeah, so thank you for joining us. It's very cool.
We have a lot of talent people here.
It's a unique sound. It's definitely a unique sound, you know, and you know, yeah, I like it. I dig it. Yeah. If you're listening, if you can't be chill and listen to that music, then that's just not in your nature.
Yeah. Gotta be more relaxed.
You're just a mean person. You suck. There's a lot of mean people that just suck, right? Roger, they said, why are you being so quiet?
Oh, I'm relaxing.
Yeah,
I'm in a place to
Because just
relax
off
and be.
camera, he has his 6th beer of the last hour. Yeah.
Got my little beverage of choice here, so which happens to be Captain Morgan, with a little bit of Dr. Pepper at it.
Nice one. So I think I'm going to be traveling to Puerto Rico soon. So I'll try to get a live from Puerto Rico to keep up with you guys. So Clayton, is there anything that you would like from us? Is there anything that any way we can help you? Any advice you need? You know.
No, I've been learning a lot from you guys' videos.
Okay.
I've been learning a lot.
Don't be afraid to yell if you need something.
Yeah,
will do.
And the other thing is, if you don't see a video, doesn't mean that you can't comment on the video and say, hey, what about this? That maybe then they'll create a video, or one of us will, or just flat out just answer your question in the comments. So, you know, that goes for everybody. You know, speak up. You know,
I've done that with quite a few videos. I'll create one just because somebody asked for it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I do that quite often. I'm just looking at my video backlog queue here. I currently have 40 things in my video backlog that I should be doing.
Yeah, I'm close. I'm close with you, Steve.
Some of them are things I should have done a long time ago. Some are new. People ask all the time, and they're always good ideas, so I put them in there. And someday when I get time, I wake up and go, well, I don't have anything to do today. I'll go make one of those videos.
I also have a lot of videos I've recorded. I haven't done the editing yet. And what sucks is you start getting DJI mics and things, and then you listen to audio and you're like, that sucks. But you know, your videos are gonna improve. So now you're posting a video that you kind of made like 8 months ago, you know. But
yeah, I've been playing with that DJI mic on the Osmo 3, and that's not a bad microphone. It's it's not.
I like it.
It's not the best, but it works. It's pretty
Yeah,
close to my Shure mic here.
Yeah. No, I think your Shure mic will blow my DJI mic away. The whole idea that with the DJI mic is that it's portable. I think your Shure mic will sound a lot better.
Yeah. Well, in the robot mower video I did, the very beginning of it, I was walking across the yard. I was using the DJI mic, and I can hear the difference, but it's much better than some of the previous mics I've tried. I like it better than the Rode mic, the Rode portable.
I'll be staying in the white version of Puerto Rico, right? The historic. I'll be staying in not in Puerto Rico. I'll be staying in the touristy areas, in the resort areas. So Daniel said, sitting in traffic looking for my chapstick. Look over there, and there's a Ford Maverick.
Wow.
Wow, some of them still around, running around, huh?
Vintage. Oh, we lost.
He'll probably rejoin. Very cool, all the way from Hawaii. So cool that he's subscribed to each one of us, and just goes to show that he's making the initiative to actually learn, and do things the right way. We say things like repetitively, like you kind of like already we kind of have like an answer ready for that question. Is what kind of laser should I buy? What settings should I use? And it's just repetitive, and no disrespect to anyone, but like we don't waste our breath if we're giving you advice. Like, listen, right?
Yeah, well, just start, right? Like, just do something. And
right.
You're going to make tons of mistakes. We've all talked about it, right? We all have
Get it, Roger.
We all have the big box of scrap wood.
Well, hey, brother, I tell you what, I do make that trip to Puerto Rico. I will let you know, man. That'd be cool if we can hook up. Maybe you could show me around, do something cool. That'd be pretty cool. Puerto Rico's not that big.
No, it's bigger than you think when you get down there. I've been there before.
It's not as big as Texas.
No, my problem in Puerto Rico was trying to understand people because I'm in Mexico and they talk fast, but down there they talk really fast. In fact, a lot of Mexicans have a hard time understanding Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Ricans are like auctioneer Mexicans. What? Let's go back to the 3 syllables. Speak slowly. Let me understand you.
I don't know how many times I was saying "hablo lento, por favor," "hablo lento, por favor," trying to get him to slow down.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry, guys. Kids unplugged my router. Hey, well, you're welcome to jump back in at any time. We'll just add you to the live. No problem at all.
Uh-oh. Daniel's accusing you of racism.
Everyone's racist in traffic. They call me a liar. Too funny. Okay, Steve. I'm just gonna let you take it then. I'll back off.
We missed this
I was
one.
born and raised in New York. Currently living outside of Washington D.C. What's funny is that I lived in Jersey for a long time. When I went to Jersey, in Jackson, New Jersey, my entire school was Italians, mostly Sicilians. There was one Puerto Rican kid in the whole school, and he's like, didn't like me because I was Mexican. I'm like, dude, are you really serious, bro? We're like the only Hispanics in this school, But then when I went to New York, there's more Puerto Ricans in New York that aren't in Puerto Rico, which is crazy. So it was a little different.
So too old to do this is asking me to come clean. So in the welcome sign I just did in the feeder video, I have individual letters in those things, and they're all stacked, and then I welded them together. I don't know of a way to do that, at least not in Make It. I don't know a way to stack them vertically. I'm sure there is, but
can you just combine them all and then create the artwork as one solid image?
yeah, well, that's basically what I did, right? I created a whole bunch of individual text elements that with one letter in them, and then stacked them vertically and aligned them, distributed them across the space so they were all equally spaced, and then welded them all together. So they stopped being characters at that point, but that's, you know, it's you know, you know, it's one of those things you do, you feel a little dirty after, but you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
I did answer your question. I was watching Steve's video in case I had a question. Yeah, let's not get touchy. We're all here to help. but yeah, so very cool. But again, like I said, at worst case, if you didn't see a video, maybe you didn't, you know, I'm on 350 something videos, so I'm not upset we made a video and you're not aware of it. That's the point of asking. We can always at least send it to you. So
yeah, I don't know how many videos I have now. It's probably close to 300.
I just hit 350 the other day, so I think I'm like 351 or 352.
Let me see if I can find it. Well, I've removed a few videos too, just because they're, you know, early videos tend to be terrible. So
yeah. 192.
Yeah, well, not counting shorts and, you know,
Right.
I'm in the 400 somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I can't really check. So I'm doing this from a Samsung tablet tonight, so kind of hard to look anything up anywhere.
Let me check for you, Roger. Let me check for you. Hold on. We'll check Rogers. I type your name and the very first video comes up is how to make sublimation dye glass.
Oh, yeah. Done a lot of that.
So 680 videos. You got us both smoked.
Okay. Yeah, they're up there. For
So,
some of those are private, and you know, for family and stuff that people can't watch other than let you have the actual link. Now, not the OnlyFans style, but not like that.
Yeah, so if you're trying to do something like this, where you want to put a word and maybe a graphic on top of it, you can certainly do that in something like XCS or Make It, but I tend to jump out of those tools at this point, and I'll go to something like Kittle or some design tool, just because it has a lot more capability.
Yes, Kittle or Canva are pretty good.
Yeah. The
And,
Kittle
you know,
guys actually just added branding. You can create brand assets for yourself now, which is nice. So your standard colors and fonts and things. They should soon have logo support as well.
So Kittle, I'm sorry, like, man, that they've been talking to me for a while, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it, and I just haven't done it. We'll do some. They email me like every day. Like,
yeah,
look at that. Look at that.
They're persistent. I use Kittle for all my thumbnails, any graphics that I stick in a video. A lot of, most of the graphic related design stuff for projects. Like, it just kind of took over, just because I can store lots of stuff, and it's easy to get access to, and it's got good AI capability. So I don't know. That's
being
why
honest,
I use it.
I'm more of an Adobe junkie, and when I jump out of Adobe, I use Canva.
Yeah, I looked at Canva. I was trying to actually do a bunch of brand asset stuff, and Canva can do that. It's perfect for it, but the learning curve is just it seems harder for some reason. Kittle was just natural, like everything just kind of worked. Now it's not quite as powerful as Canva, at least not yet, but
I liked Canva because I was using it for like everything. Like, you know, I do DTG, DTF, sublimation. So I was able to take artwork and then repurpose the same artwork within the software. You know, and Canva alone, if you ever have an piece of artwork you want to remove the background, Canva is like remarkably good at removing the background. You know,
Yeah,
like
Kittle does that too. Like you can take any image and say remove the background, and
I've used a lot of tools, and I've never
Comes out
seen
perfect.
I've never seen a tool like Canva that actually does it like that well. Like I was surprised because most of the time you still got to go back do cleanup work or
yeah.
you know.
I used to do all that stuff myself, and then Kittle introduced that in their AI when they added all the AI stuff, and now it's so much easier.
It says TMI, Roger, TMI. how's that Elvin song go? Bong shika wow wow. Here you go.
Yeah, secretly Roger's recording a year's worth of. What the hell's that?
It was our little sound effects we added. Remember?
Oh. Yeah.
I was doing white tile in the makerspace on CO2. One of the problems was the white on white doesn't show how good your coverage is. I might eliminate the problem.
You don't even need titanium dioxide for a CO2 laser, though.
It's brown chicken. What? It's brown chicken, brown cow, Rick. Huh? I don't get it.
Brown chicken, brown cow, Rick.
Okay. Did you know brown cows make chocolate milk?
I've always been told that.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Another program to learn. Thanks. Yeah. Canva's nice. And you don't, so only thing I would say about Canva, if you sign up for a Canva account, just pay for the most expensive account. And the only reason I'm saying that is because most expensive account is like $6. Because if you use Canva, there's a whole lot of things that it will do you didn't know. So if you pay for the most expensive account and then you're not going to use it, just downgrade. You can downgrade it to the free account for 1 month. So it costs you $6 or whatever. So at least you get to see all the things. But chances are, and this is not like an affiliate thing, there's no link. But chances are that once you actually sign up, you're just going to keep it. And that's exactly what happened to me. The song you're trying to sing, background porn music. No, it's from Alvin the Chipmunk's cartoon where he goes, bow, shika, wow, wow. Now, I don't know where he stole that from, but that's where I stole it from. It's funny. But yeah. We gotta watch out for these guys.
There you go.
We gotta watch out for these guys. These guys are dangerous. They make fun of us and people's ears get hurt and all kinds of stuff. So you gotta watch out for these guys. Inside joke. You guys don't have to laugh. Can you mark brass with a 10 diode laser? No.
Well, you can vaguely etch it if you coat it, but it's not.
Yeah.
You can maybe make it black with like something like this, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work on a diode laser though.
You could try it. I'm saying.
Oh, sure. Maybe. But I've tried Surmark on things like brass, and then use the diode laser, and it just doesn't. It creates a little ghostly image. It doesn't. You really don't make it happen. You need a fiber laser for brass.
Right. At the end of the day, diode laser is not really made for metal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you want to do metal with a diode laser, stainless steel is your friend.
Right, but you're not going to have great results or maybe repeatable results with the diode laser. Just being honest.
Well, and stainless steel, you won't be too bad. I mean, don't buy into the whole marketing hype about
right.
Color,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not pushing that, right? We're not pushing that.
But
if you think you're going to get all them colors consistently, you're not going to.
Yeah. And we all have that laser we're talking about, so be careful.
Yeah. If you want to do reasonable color, better color, then you need a fiber MOPA laser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Clayton. Oh,
jeez.
thank you for joining, brother. That was pretty cool. All the way from Hawaii. Appreciate you subscribing to all of our channels. And it's cool to see you growth. And I was stupid impressed with that Canva, the canvas.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I was impressed with the woodworking, but I would have not expected that canvas. So
Yeah, those are sweet.
So if Roger's to blame for that, then I say kick ass. Can you use white tile method on colored tile successfully?
If it's a light color. If it's a dark colored tile, you don't even need to put anything on it. I did a video here a while back on engraving some dark blue plates with diode laser, and got a really nice white engraving, that dark blue with no coatings, nothing.
So,
Yeah.
so now, Roger, other people are watching, so remind them what type of laser you're using when you're making that statement.
Diode laser, blue diode. I don't remember which one I used because I got 6 lasers.
But you're saying in general that can definitely be performed on a diode.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything non-white, you'll get some kind of natural marking. You don't need titanium dioxide.
So if you were to, if you're making your batch on your tiles, what's your go-to laser, Roger?
My longer B1. That's what I do all my tiles on.
What about you, Steve?
I tend to put whatever laser is the flavor of the day on my workbench. I'll keep something like I had the X-Tool S1 for a few months on there, and now I've got the WeCreate 40 watt. Like, I don't find a whole lot of difference in what you can actually do with a laser based on whose name is on the box. But what really matters is where you'll see the most difference is the power. Right, a 40 watt laser will cut things, but 20 to 30 watts, you can do any of this kind of stuff with ease.
I think that I'm with Roger in that I not necessarily saying that one's capable more than the other. I'm not going down that road. I'm saying that I purpose a laser. Like I dedicate.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have room for that, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying that that's what I do. I have lasers that are dedicated to do a certain particular thing, and they're set up in a certain workstation or jigs or whatever. And if I'm pump this out, that's the laser I'm going to. And I'm not saying another one couldn't do it, but that's just the way I've set my shop up.
So we do a lot of what's called candy boards that are made for beehives, and we do hundreds of them a year, and I brand mark all of them. And I have an X-Tool D1 just dedicated to doing the brand marks on the back panels. I just stack up 10 of them on there at a time and hit go, and the jig's all set up, and that's all that particular laser ever gets used for.
Right, and then you don't have to mess with it. It's dialed in. It's good to go.
Yeah, it's just right there. Plug it in.
Yeah.
Throw the laptop on it and hit start, and away it goes.
Yeah.
Don't have to frame anything. Don't even have to change the focus because it's the same every time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm tending to do that. I have 2 lasers that are pretty much dedicated purely for that. But I've been slacking. Right behind me in this drawer, there's a whole slew of white tiles. And that's actually how I found you, Roger. Funny enough. But I've been meaning to do that with the spray paint and do it. So we'll see. So it's on my to-do list. So I wouldn't mind trying it on the Monport K40, a diode laser, and a fiber laser, and see what the difference is.
Yeah, I don't think you'd need titanium dioxide. Well, I don't think titanium dioxide would do anything on a fiber laser.
But it'd be interesting to create the same artwork, same tile, and see the difference.
Yeah, well, use whatever process a particular laser requires. Like a diode laser or a CO2 laser, you could just bang out the tile, right? You don't need to do anything to it.
Right. How's that? You've done those on your Monport K40, right, Roger?
No, my Monport is the only other thing I've cut besides acrylic on that is denim. I've done a whole lot of denim cuts for a lady that does this embroidery craft kind of stuff. Otherwise, mine K40 is strictly for clear acrylic.
Nice. Nice one.
Well,
So
I'm going to be in the dark here pretty soon. I'm watching these clouds come in, and I'm starting to wonder if I need to relocate. It's getting really dark over there. So.
Yeah, it would be interesting to take a tile and, well, 3 tiles and do a fiber CO2 and diode. What you'll see on the CO2 laser is it'll just naturally cut through the glaze on the surface, but the engraving will be whatever color the tile is underneath the glaze.
all right, Steve, you want to make fun of me on this one?
What do you make of?
You know it's in my back pocket, right? You already know.
Yes. Everybody get ready. He carries it with him. It's like his rabbit's foot.
I like to make challenge.
Here it is. You need a drum roll or anything?
Oh, we have one. We have one. You want?
Oh,
I know. Play it? Are you gonna play it?
Let me see if I can find it here. I don't know how to find it.
I think it's under brand. Click on brand.
Okay. Oh, there it is right there.
Said when the wind blew, the lines flew, out came the line crew. So on one of our videos, Roger, they were making fun of you. They said you said dielectric, and I said he said diode laser, not dioelectric. so I replied in the comments, "Are you a lineman?" And it was like, "No, but I respect the guys." I'm like, "Well, I'm glad you respect us." I just assumed you're lying because you said dioelectric. So they apologize. I virtually all your videos I've watched, they're all doing tumblers. I've never done a tumbler. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I've done a few videos on doing tumblers, but not diode laser engraved. They're all sublimation.
Steve, you done tumblers?
I've done one somewhere back in the ancient history there of a tumbler. I've done a couple actually. I did one on, well, it was water bottles on the We Create, but same thing.
JDS sent me a tumbler. It was kick ass. It looks like basically a Stanley Cup that everybody wants.
Oh,
but it was actually for the laserable leather.
oh yeah.
But they sent me the cup, kind of like whatever. I'm relatively new to dial lasers and have finally successfully configured the power of my plywood to get at no cost. Not sure what that means. The thickness of the stuff is about, there you go, 5 passes at 350, 100%. So material test.
Is that 0.3 inches, I assume? Or is
that's getting kind of thick.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering why it was taking 5 passes, but if it's 0.3 inches, that would be why.
But the other thing too is it might be doing more passes, less power for a cleaner cut, right?
You'd get a cleaner edge for sure.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't actually take a whole lot more time, right? If you go twice as fast and go 10 passes, you can go a little less power and you get a cleaner
tumblers cut. On fiber. I'm the only one in our group who has a fiber laser.
No, that's not true.
Online, Steve got one. Steve has one now.
Well, I have 1.5.
But
actually, I have 2 because I've got the Ultra as well.
So have you done a fiber laser tumbler?
No, I did a while ago on the Commarker B4.
So he must be. Are you talking about Steve then? Because that is not I for the cat.
Yeah,
but we definitely do more videos.
Like people make a big deal out of tumblers, but there's not a lot of magic in a tumbler, right? You're burning the paint off, basically.
Yeah, and I am going to relocate, or I am going to get wet here.
Okay. So, I was gonna say something, but I'll let it go.
I was probably thinking the same thing.
I'm Mexican. I can say that. Hey, Rogers, your back getting wet.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. I was going a different direction.
Well, on the plus side, I moved inside here. It's air conditioned.
Nice one. Nice one. Hey, this internet is a lot better than the previous place you stayed in. Is it a different place?
Yeah, I'm in we're in a different condo this time.
Nice one. Yeah, this internet's pretty stable.
So
Mark, that iguana on the wall is fake.
no, yeah, it is. This is a nice place here. Try to spin around here. It's got a nice kitchen area in it. It's got an absolutely huge TV, which we have not even turned on, but
Why would
it's
you?
a nice place here.
About 4 or 5 years ago, I wanted to buy a house in Puerto Vallarta right on the beach. And the idea was that I'd rent it out when I'm not there. And by the time I retired, it'd be paid off and I'd own it outright. And my daughter came to me and she said to me, hey, Dad, I don't want you to buy the house. And I said, why? And she said, well, because when I have kids and I get married, you won't have enough money to be able to fly me back and forth to Mexico anytime I want. So if I have kids, you won't get to know them. So I don't want you to go because I know if you go to Mexico, you're not going to come back. So I said, all right. So my father-in-law comes to me. He's Canadian. And he says to me, what's going on at the house? I'm not buying it. He says, what do you mean? I said, well, Sophia told me not to buy it. He says, she's a kid. That's a great investment. Do it. And I says, nah, I'm not going to do it. He says, you know what? I think we should do it. It's going to be a great investment. You'll make money on it. I says, I'm sorry, I listened to my kid. And I didn't do it. But yeah.
I was waiting for the finale of that story to be like a hurricane came and wiped the house you were looking at off the map or something.
No, the moral of the story is that luxury is nice, but without your family, what does it really mean? And she was true that I wouldn't want to come back. Why would you want to be at beautiful beach? What am I coming back for?
To go back to Chicago in January.
And you can have all that property. Good luck cutting the grass 14 hours. I'll just leave you the house.
Well, people have asked, we spend a lot of time down here in the winter usually, and why don't you just move down there? Just buy a place, move down there, because, yeah, as much as I love being on the beach and all that, I would go nuts in about a month. Because I have to stay constantly busy. It's kind of hard to stay busy down here other than drinking beer all day. Then
Right. You're on vacation mode. You want to. Yeah.
So I like doing this for a couple of weeks at a time and then go back to reality.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I agree 100%. I think that's great. So I gave my daughter's 16, her first driving lesson today. So I said, before you can touch the gas,
or in the car?
In the car. So I said, before you can touch the gas, you have to learn to use the brake. She's like, what do you mean? I made her drive in a circle at least 50 times. I'm like, brake, brake, brake. You're getting better. I don't feel like I'm going to throw up. And finally she was good. I'm like, all right, now you can use the gas. But yeah. But the union made me go through these besides your CDLA class, we had to take offensive and defensive training. So we take all these crazy, because basically you're going to work in areas that are not always the greatest. So they tell you always back in. They teach you all these crazy, like kind of like pit maneuvers, like you're a stunt driver to be able to protect yourself. But so that definitely helped. I was kind of using some of those tips to teach my daughter, but sad realities, man. She's growing 16, man, 2 years left. So 2 years left.
I learned to drive in a farmer's field. The only thing I could have hit was a cow.
I learned to drive on an Alice Chalmers G tractor.
Nice.
Out on the farm. And then once I got my learning permit, my dad wouldn't let me drive on the road until I could successfully parallel park his Ford station wagon.
Okay.
In between two cones. And I can parallel park pretty good.
And unlike my car, it didn't have a little button that said parallel park.
Oh no, not back then.
Well, I did tell my daughter, you have some unfair advantage. She's like, what do you mean? I says, you have cameras. You have all this assisted crap. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't even have that little mirror in the mirror. Like, that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I told her I have a Dodge Durango, and I have a Dodge Ram 1500, and I told her, you know, in the Durango, she's going to sit a lot lower. So I think first learning, it might be easier to sit in the pickup, sit a little higher. So we'll get her going.
Is it automatic or manual? See,
They're
I
both
learned to
automatic.
drive on an automatic, an old Ford F-150 with a gear shift that was about 4 feet long. And first gear was way up here, and second
Yeah.
gear was way back here.
Yeah. Yeah, I no longer. I used to have a 1999 Dodge Ram with a 5.9, and it was manual 5-speed. Man, I missed that truck. That was probably one of my favorite trucks.
Well, they say a good way to have a theft-proof vehicle is if it's a stick. So most people don't know how to drive it; they can't steal it.
There you go. Right. Yeah. You can write a sign in cursive and leave the keys on the thing.
Yeah.
They couldn't read it or drive it.
Yeah, hit the push buttons. This must have been a European car. Well, no, there were a couple North American cars that had them too, right?
I had a Corvair with a push button
Yeah.
shift. That was way back.
Oh, here we go. We got a question. You want to read it, Steve?
1/4 inch plywood, 150 millimeters a second, 100% power for changing settings and barely made a dent. Oh, 1/4 inch plywood.
150 millimeters a second, though. That's pretty fast.
That's pretty quick. I'm sure that's, well, yeah, that could be, is it 100 millimeters, or is it a millimeters a second or millimeters a minute?
If it was millimeters a minute, it should be cut.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
many
if you're going to
watt-
cut 1/4 inch plywood at millimeters a second, you're probably going to want to go about 10 or 8 at 100% power. Oh, too old to do this. Corvair.
Yeah, I had a Corvair. Really sucked in the wintertime because the heaters in those weren't so good.
See my previous comment on the vid I watched.
Which one? Tumblers. How far back are we going?
Way back in the time. That's a Blackstreet song, if you didn't know that one. Oh, my UPS says click. That's weird.
Mine does that randomly sometimes. I think it's just testing to see if it's still got a pulse.
Yeah, it's clicking. So Canada's still out here helping us since we sent all our guys to Texas.
Yeah, there's not much to do because there hasn't been any storms or anything here, really. Forest fires, of course.
Yeah.
Not at my end of the country, but the west, there's been lots of forest fires.
Yeah, there was what's 355? It's 4 lanes. There was transmission lines down over the cross of the highway, and then there was
across the highway.
Yeah, then there was like over 650,000 people out of power. Within like 2 days, it was like down to like 300, and I think the third day was like down to 100,000. So Canada helped.
We do our best.
I was surprised they wouldn't help Texas though, because Texas is we've talked about Texas. They're unique people.
They've got their own system down there, their own grid, their own everything.
They're like their own race. It don't matter if you're black, Mexican, white, Chinese. You're Texan. Right? They're Texan. That's what they are.
Yeah, I don't see this video, Willow Tree.
Sorry, Willow Tree.
I don't see the link. Guess maybe links don't come through. I don't know. I already emailed it to you.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's not us. Who is this? The Crawl Space Craftsman. Never heard of him.
No, hey, we should
Oh,
get him
noon
on.
on me.
Never heard of him.
Oh. Yeah, Eastern Wisconsin. Of course, you got black flies up there.
Yeah, here he is. Hold on.
We have had more hot weather here than ever before this year, and no rain. It hasn't rained for about 4 months.
Here's
Who's
the
this
guy. This guy. Never heard of him.
No,
Never saw him. Yeah, sorry, man. I never heard of this guy or I have to check it out maybe later, but yeah, no, we can't give advice to somebody else's video, especially if you've never watched it. Check it out. I'll learn something new.
I'm always up for that.
I'm new to lasers engraving and I enjoy Roger's shop beginner videos.
Well, appreciate that. Got a few more planned, just haven't got to it. I'd say the mosquitoes, yeah. The mosquitoes in Wisconsin are big. Now, the mosquitoes down here in Mexico are just tiny. They are ferocious and they are fast. It's like trying to swat a fly.
Yeah.
And don't they all have like West Nile virus or something too?
Oh.
Or no, what's the one? What's the other one? There's a worse one.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there
You know
some
what's
kind
crazy?
of bird flu or something that?
Yeah. It's helping me understand the light burn better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
By the
Lightburn
way,
is-
I'm in Louisiana, Roger.
Yep, been there. Spent a lot of time in New Orleans.
My old boss, he lives like right near that strip. Kellis Dotson.
bird flu.
He keeps bugging me to come visit him. He's you guys all seen that movie with the jarhead Marine?
Yeah.
That's him to a T, like to a T. Could have been his body double. I asked him one time, Kellis, can you help me? He says, well, Ramirez, I firmly believe that you will be fine. I'm like, you're not gonna help me? He says, just don't go out there and make us look like a monkey fucking a football. And I was like, yo, Kellis, I really need help. You'll be fine, Ramirez. And he walked away from me.
Yeah, definitely good food in Louisiana.
Oh, yes, there is. I could pretty much live on a Cajun diet. I
Yeah.
really like food down there.
Blackened chicken and jambalaya are my favorites.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it seems like the farther north you go, the bigger the mosquitoes get.
Yeah.
How do you say this? Manitoba.
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 Or if you're from Manitoba, you say Manitoba.
if you haven't been in Manitoba, Roger mosquitoes will carry you away. Yeah, crazy.
I
My
have
wife
no
gets mad.
mosquitoes where I live.
My wife gets mad because we'll be outside and she's like, I'm getting eaten alive. And I just think she just wants to go inside. And I'm fine, right? She's like, it's the Canadian blood, all the maple syrup. My blood tastes sweeter. But man, she'll look like she's got like a disease, like they attacked her, like the welts.
Well,
I'm like, holy cow! Then I feel bad. Like I guess you were getting eaten alive. But yeah.
they have these things called thermocells. I don't know if they have them down there. They probably do. And you just turn it on. It's like a mosquito repeller, and they work really well. And it runs on butane.
Let's check that out. Some blood types seem to get more mosquito bites. Must be, man.
Well, they don't hardly bother my wife, but they'll be just swarming all over me.
Yeah, she says it's the Canadian bacon and the maple syrup, but that's why they're eating her. Maybe it's all the hot stuff I eat in my blood. They don't like it. Yeah. Very cool. So you guys, I know I kind of said about my upcoming Halloween adventure. Do you guys have anything you guys planning for Halloween to make?
That's
Or
so
plan
far
to make.
away.
Plan to make.
I'm
You're
already doing tumblers for a shop for Halloween,
Nice.
Halloween themed tumblers. And I'll probably have an order here shortly for some layered Halloween signs, laser cut.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I
close
might-
to Canadian border that the mosquito speaks French. How do you say mosquito in French, Steve?
I don't know. I'm not French.
You don't speak. You didn't grow up speaking French.
No, I took grade school French.
So
Other than that, I know enough French to get my face slapped. That's about it.
okay,
I don't
so
even know
you
this.
can't make the stereotype. Everyone from Canada speaks French.
I don't even know the Spanish word for mosquito.
Neither do I. That's what happens when you're Mexican raised by an Italian. Ouch. Too old to do this.
That was in response to the French mosquitoes.
Fala Creations, good night, guys. Was good. Yeah, thank you for joining us. We had some good laughs with you. Make sure that you join us coming up next week's live. And don't forget about our 30th. I'm actually going to create a custom thumbnail for that 30th live so we can share it to make sure that people are aware that
Are
we
you just
are
going to put a
giving
big
away a laser.
30 on it, or are you going to do something fancy?
No, I'm going to do something. And I haven't posted on Facebook in a while, but I will post on every laser group that I'm a member of that we're giving that away. So, and I was actually going to ask Clack, are you on there? Are you just muted? Come on, Clack.
Just say something bad about him and he'll start typing.
Clack.
No, he may
He's
not be
no
out
longer
there.
a cop because
I haven't seen him. I
he was
haven't
caught
seen him
with
in the feed.
the hawk girl. Hawk 2 girl. No, man, he must not be. This is the first live I think he's not joined.
Yeah, he's
not-
cut us. Oh, there he is.
Working on memorial. Hey, Clack. So I'm going to send you an email, but I would like to see if you would like to join us 2 lives from now on our laser giveaway live. That'd be pretty cool.
3 from now.
3. So I'll create the special thumbnail and send it out to everyone so we can post it. Clack might have 5 more machines he's testing. I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah, there you go. He never sleeps.
So, yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, there you go. Somebody who has
Mosquito
some
in Spanish
Oh.
is basically the same as English.
So it's
Probably
kinda
just
like,
pronounced a little bit different.
Yeah.
Although all the vowels are pronounced here, so
Yeah.
may have a different accent to it.
Yeah, my dad would scream and yell at the guys that work from in Italian. I'm like, dude, they're Mexican. He's like, it's the same thing. All right, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna argue it. They understand what they don't understand. They get it. I'm like, all right, whatever. Working on a piece for a local family, just dropped short. Nice. Get it. Stay grinding. So, very cool. I missed your live this Sunday, Clack. Sorry, brother, but I was cutting some grass. Couldn't join it. But normally I join their lives, even if I just jump in, say hello, and then kind of jump out. I haven't seen you guys in any Hibbs lives.
it's on Sunday. I've been to a few of them.
I've never seen you on any one of them.
I tend to watch them after the fact because Sunday nights are just not cool for me.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so anybody got any questions? Let us know. That's what we're here for. Send it in the comments below. We've been knocking out quite a few, so that's cool. Uh-oh, here we go.
See, now Willow Tree speaks French.
Say it, Steve.
I I will pronounce it the same way you pronounce it.
Mosquito is essentially the same in French and English, unless you're in Quebec. So I went to school in Quebec. So yeah, I was the only Mexican there. One day I'll slow down. I always say I'll slow down when I die. I have plenty of time to rest.
No, I think he's saying Sunday is the only day he slows down.
Oh,
Well, I do
bad
too, but
boys,
it's usually when I
classic
call my
blazing
parents and do all kinds of things, right? So I've never.
He spoke French before English. Okay.
But did you speak French or Quebecois, which is French, Quebec French,
Yeah. So do you eat gravy on your French fries? That's what I
with
want.
cheese? You have to put cheese curds on them.
Yeah. Or do you eat them with ketchup? That's
French fries, cheese curds, and then lots of gravy on top. The angina special.
I don't
But
like
it sure is good.
I just don't dislike it, but to me, it's not like a, oh my God. But I guess if it was something I grew up eating and, like my wife makes, so just something you haven't had. So it's like a treat, right? But
Yeah, I like poutine, which is what that is, but it's just so unhealthy for you. It's like everything on that plate is trying to kill you.
clogged arteries are overrated.
I'll have to say that's something I've never had.
Yeah. Well, if you go to Quebec or most places in Canada, you can get it now. That's what you want.
I actually felt a little bad, to be honest, because my wife's been wanting to see her family for a very long time. We've been putting it off, and they come here, but we haven't gone there. And when I did the drive, I was like, you know what? Actually, it wasn't too damn bad. I could see driving to Canada on a Friday and be home by Sunday. If I'm saying I took Friday off,
Yeah.
And then
the real problem for you is you have to drive around Lake Michigan, right?
Right. Well, depending where I go, because she has some family way up north, I'd have to take a ferry.
Yeah.
So that could be 8 hours once I get into Canada. But I think,
if you crossed over at Detroit,
right,
it would be probably 4 hours to Montreal from there.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, depending on traffic.
My family's from Quebec. Dad is from Nova Scotia.
Chalk River. I know Chalk River. I worked in Chalk River for 8 years.
So I used to live
River, just for anybody who cares, it has about 50 people in it. It's not very big.
So I live by Kirkland Lake. So
that's another place with, it's probably got more than 50 people now. It's probably got about 3,000 old people.
Yeah, a bunch of
become
coal
a
miners.
Retirement community.
A bunch of people with messed up lungs.
Yeah, a lot of asbestos mines there at one point.
Yeah. So it was like, I think 3rd and 4th grade out there.
And you kind of turned out normal, right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I got lumps in me and stuff, but hey, I don't know. That's all right. Or they just say, you have such a beautiful tan. I'm like, I'm Mexican, dude. I look like this year round. Well, yeah, funny though. But you know what? That's why I said, I think Canada is probably the most non-racist place I've ever been.
We have some problems, but it's not overt like it is in in the U.S. in a lot of places.
It was like comical to me, like, because it was like, why are you being so nice to me? What do you want? You gonna stick me up? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Get away from me! Don't touch me. Our family has been buried in Chalk River since 1800s. Look up Law Road.
I know where it is.
My family owned that farmland. Nice, very cool.
I grew up not too far from there. In my later years, anyway, later teens.
Very cool. Yeah, so we are officially, we've been a while, but it's kind of cool that we're an international have an international following that all the people from all over.
So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Hawaii, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada,
Mexico tonight.
Mexico.
Belgium. There was somebody.
Yeah.
There's a viewer from Belgium who comes on quite regularly.
Yeah, we were getting quite a few from UK. I haven't seen any today, but it was quite a few from UK for.
Yeah, we're going to need to do a special episode every now and again for Europe.
Oh, at like 3 a.m. or something.
No, not that. Just like in the afternoon on a weekend or something, so that Europeans don't have to stay up till 2 a.m.
If I'm a peon, we're in trouble because we're still on live. Congratulations, guys. Thanks, Clayton.
I just we should ask Clayton what time it was in Hawaii when he was
Yeah,
there.
Clayton.
Probably,
He just messes. What time is it in Hawaii right now, Clayton?
it's probably like what? 4. It's got to be late at night now, right?
Oh, it's 8:15 here.
Oh, it's early in the morning. Yeah. Or
Steve, do you know the name of McQuestion? My great grandfather sides are McQuestions.
you know the name of McQuestion? I don't. Never heard of that one.
He said it's 3:15 p.m.
3:15 p.m.
So it's 8:16 p.m. in the Chicagoland area.
And it's 10:16 for me, so that's quite a span of time.
You're in the same time zone, right, Roger? As home?
Yeah, and right now too.
Yeah.
But it's different in the wintertime though, because in the wintertime, this is an hour ahead down here than it is in Illinois.
That's because you go to daylight saving time, right?
Yeah, we go back to standard time in like November or something.
Yeah, we do too. It drives me nuts. Every year, every time they change the clock, they make a big deal about it, and we're going to get rid of it. And then every year they keep doing it.
Well, it never bothers me. I'm just on the same old time.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't do that. That's so stupid to me. Like, oh, we did it so the farmers like, what? Just leave the time alone. I don't get that.
Well, once they put headlights on tractors, it became a moot point, right?
I just don't get it. I mean, even
but in the middle, like where I live, in the middle of the winter, when it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, it's still black dark, which is a problem for kids walking to school. I have a school across the street from me, right? So
the one thing people say when they come to my house is they didn't realize how much light pollution there is, because nowadays there's so much light all the time. It's not really dark, so you can't see stars. So they come to my house, they're like, whoa, like I've never seen so many stars, because light pollution. I have to make a trip up, teach you some French, and show you the cool side.
Yeah, well, you'll have to come to the East Coast because I don't live anywhere where they speak French. They're kind of actively anti-French where I live right now, actually.
Oh, man. You're hating your own. I just said the Canadians were nice.
It's not a hatred. It's just you come to Nova Scotia, you speak English. That's just how it is. But nice. New Brunswick, which is right beside us, the province beside us, they're kind of 50-50 French English, and they'll just flip back and forth, like they won't. They don't even think about it.
That's how Spanglish is out by us, right? Right, Roger?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You'll be at a register in like Walmart, and they're just gonna speak Spanglish. Like, you do know that person's white, right? You're just like assuming they know Spanish. You're just gonna straight go back English. Like it's so mixed out here that they do that absolutely without. I don't even think they're self-conscious that they're doing that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's not like you even speak 2 languages, right? It's just like you have 2 words for everything.
Right. Yeah, funny. My daughter, obviously, she's half, and she says, "Oh, I don't really know Spanish." I says, "What are you talking about?" She says, "Well, you never really taught me Spanish." I said, "What are you talking about?" So I just rattled off a bunch of stuff in Spanish. I said, "What is this?" I said, "Yeah, because there's certain things I flat out don't say in English. Like I don't say dustpan. I don't say flip flops. I don't say like a laundry basket. Like it sounds weird to me in English, So she just has always said those in Spanish. But yeah, Steve is right between the French population in Canada. How you skip French is hilarious.
Yeah, well, I'm not between them because on one side of me I have the Atlantic Ocean, but yeah, it's I mean I took French in school, but none of it was really retained.
So when I lived in Canada, they said if you didn't pass the grade in French, if you didn't pass the grade level in French, you didn't pass the grade. So I had to go to like a
Yeah, we didn't have that rule.
yeah.
It was just you had to take it, but you didn't have to learn it apparently because I'm living proof.
Well, I just wish
I wish I did, but
I wish I still had some of it because when we came back, my parents didn't allow us to speak French because they didn't like the fact that they couldn't understand us. So they didn't allow us to speak French at home.
no.
No, because me and my sisters would speak French to each other, and my parents were like, "What?" Yeah, it's kind of funny. Can't speak Spanish, and you're over there speaking French.
Yeah.
But yeah. So where's everyone joining us from tonight? So we got Hawaii, we got Canada, we got let's see, all over. You guys haven't already said where you're joining us from. Do me a favor and just drop it in the
Florida
comments.
was one.
Florida, yeah.
Georgia.
So
Mississippi.
Daniel didn't drop any. At least dropped into the comments, said he was still driving. Maryland.
Maryland.
So in Maryland, he speaks French and you don't. I don't know.
I know he's actually from Canada. He's not from Maryland.
Iowa.
There we go. Got a neighbor there.
You guys don't ask watchers to like. All right, David. Good point. Do us a favor. If you haven't already, do us a favor. Go ahead and like this video. And if you don't mind, give it a share. Because maybe some of your friends are geeky into the stuff just the same as you are, and they'll give us a watch. And if you're not already subscribers to each one of our channels, in the bottom little ticker, you'll see the links to each one of our channels. Go ahead and give us a subscribe.
New Hampshire, Cleveland, Ohio, Texas. There you go, y'all.
This is the Canadian guy saying Texas, y'all.
Wisconsin.
I used to have a boss that was based in Austin, and she taught me that the plural of y'all is all y'all.
Yep, same in Alabama.
It's like, what?
That's different. Learn something new every day. So you guys didn't know you were gonna learn that today, did you? Yeah, that's definitely different.
Because apparently y'all is just you. Like not all of you. If it's more than one, it's all y'all.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice one. See, now you guys can say that today. That'll be the word of the day.
Yeah.
I'm 40 miles north of Austin, y'all.
All y'all.
Oh yeah.
If you're close to Austin, go to Ruby's for barbecue. Not that there's not a million barbecue places in Austin.
So my dad used to live in
go to Austin.
My dad used to live in Cedar Park. I stood with him for one summer. Do you guys have Facebook group together?
Oh no, we'd never get along that well.
I've been asked more than once because Daniel has a Facebook group. So I've been asked, are we willing to create collaboratively a Facebook group? And I would say the only thing that I'm opposed to is we almost need an admin because it gets so crazy with spam and porn and
there's a big problem right now with Facebook with people being cloned, not just hacked, but literally they'll clone a page and then start sending friend requests out, and it's a problem.
So it would definitely be something that we'd have to all agree on. You know, what is there's another group who does laser, it's like Laser Everythings or something. They have a Facebook group.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah. At least I didn't say it in French.
Yeah, then he would be saying Mon ami.
Close to Mount Washington. Nice. It would be awesome. We'll talk about it offline and see if that's something we decide to do. But
Yeah, aside
definitely-
from all of the posting pollution, I'm just a terrible social media person, really.
I'm pretty active on Facebook. I got that award. 5% made the top 5% of influencers on Facebook, but I don't necessarily post a ton on my Ricks2Cents Facebook page. I'm more posting on lasers and getting hate mail on woodworking.
Hey, a response to a posting is a response, right? It doesn't matter.
Exactly. They're like, "Go fuck yourself." I'm like,
Well, if you want to test how thick your skin is, go in one of the electricians groups.
yeah.
No,
Right.
there-
Well, at least
no
there's
mercy
camaraderie
there.
and brotherhood in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Roger's looking so chill and well-deserved break.
No, thank you. I'm enjoying it down here.
Laser maker.
Yeah, that's one laser maker realm. That's a newbie one.
Yeah. I had to come to Texas to shake my Canadian accent, which I thought I had until I watched one of my YouTube videos and totally sounded Canadian.
You just have to embrace it.
He did join one of our lives, right? Wasn't he the one who joined our live? Willow
Yes.
Tree. Yes, right? We have Laser and Gravy community page. Keep it clean. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. You know, that's the difference between a public page, a public group, and a private group, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can't make the group open, that's for sure.
Right. Just gets a little wild, which is kind of a shame, but as to be expected, I guess. Yes, I just joined a few weeks ago. Well, thank you for joining us. That was cool. We'll have to have you again. You did show some pretty cool stuff you're making as well. So if Clayton, I will not write in the comments, so I don't screw the winners. I'll make it a thing that I can just automatically share without typing in the comments, then share it. Put it that way. Will you guys ever do a live where you're all engraving something?
I am kind of planning on doing that here sometime in the future, but it's probably going to be towards fall, but I'm not quite so buried in projects.
So the only thing is that we've talked about it, is it basically would be a camera, because we'd have to disable the mic, or we really couldn't talk, because you would that's all you would hear. So it would be like another camera. So as we're talking, you can see the progress the engraving. I think that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out some logistics because my studio here and my workshop are 150 feet apart. So,
speaking of your studio, I didn't even say you brought the water back.
I did. It was by popular demand from last week.
Yeah. You got a lot of hate mail that there was no
some
water.
ocean too. I'm like Roger. I'm on the beach tonight.
Yeah.
So many people were disappointed that there was not a beach. They were looking forward to that. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday.
I need to go to my local beach and shoot a few hours of video.
I'm trying to sound like the Clack in my new vids. He's trying to break the accent. He's picking up a new one. I do these groups show when a birthday comes up. Huh?
Do these groups show when a birthday comes up? No.
You know, we have not started one of those emails chains, like register to whatever type thing.
Oh, there's easy DIY. Where'd you go, man?
Oh man, you had a chance to be on the live and you were nowhere to be
Clayton
found.
entered 1,000 times and you entered once and your name came up, but you weren't online.
But Clayton ended up winning in the end.
Yeah.
Shop Talk Live. But very cool, very cool. Looks like we're coming close to an end. We got 1 minute left to our live, so there's anything anyone wants to know, talk about, discuss, please let us know. Let us know before we let you go. Clayton's living it up. He's loving it. Yeah, that was very cool. All the way from Hawaii.
All
All
right.
right, brothers. You guys want to close out?
I have nothing to say, but thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
And from where I'm at, muchas gracias and buenas noches.
Thank you, Roger, for joining us all the way from Mexico. Appreciate it. Glad you have a stable connection this time when you're there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
God
good.
bless everyone, and thank you everyone for joining our live. Make sure you don't miss our giveaway, and I appreciate everyone liking, comment, and subscribing to all of our channels. See you on the
We'll
next
see you all next week.
Take
Yep.
care.